Happy Monday. Honestly, I'm getting tired of the cold weather in all reality. It's just getting irritating, you know. We try and stay positive about it, but I just can't stand cold weather. You know, I look at my boat, it's been sitting there for months now. Luckily I don't have payments on it anymore, but you know, it just wears on you after a while. It's sunny, you can't even go out on your boat. I really can't wait to get out of Seattle, but you know, whatever. Did my sprints this morning, that went great. Back's a little sore, but that's just something that I have to deal with from time to time. I just push through it. Pretty used to, you know, what it takes to continue making growth and, you know, and resting my back. So I just, you know, like I said, I just deal with it. Got legs today. Front squats, gonna take it easy on those. Still jumping my weight up, but you know, deadlifts, hip thrusts, you know, all heavy, except for the front squats. Going really slow on squats with my jump right now, especially because I don't, I gotta flip the weight up or jerk it up because I don't have stands yet. But you know, not really a necessity right now for the weight that I'm lifting, but soon it will be. So they'll have to get some stands or a power rack or whatever. We'll figure it out once that day comes. But okay, so look at this. Everyone that watches these videos should know by now, or that sees my channel should know by now, that I am an advocate of weight training. You know, I weight train myself. I think it's an awesome way to burn fat, stay in shape, you know, increase your posture, you know, and just, you know, make you overall more athletic. And, you know, part of my goal is being more athletic as far as like riding my freeboard and different things like that. And, you know, running and being active, hiking, different things like that. So the way I support these athletic endeavors is through weight training. But as far as like being an endomorph and weight training, this is what I personally believe, and I've learned this from several different people that aren't necessarily endomorphs, but they talk a lot about, you know, fat loss and, you know, body recomposition, excuse me. And what they say is that when you are, even when you're in a deficit, if we're working in a deficit and we're trying to lose fat, if we're working with lower carbohydrates, we need to find a way for the weight on the bar to continue going up, or for the volume to continue going up when we're weight training. So if you're lifting 150 pounds and you're in a caloric deficit, or you're cutting your carbs, and 6 weeks later you're still lifting that 150 pounds, your muscle is not increasing. You want to be continuously getting stronger one way or the other, whether that's through run, or whether that's through increasing weight or increasing volume. We need to be focused on increasing volume. Now, you know, cutting carbs, you know, the carbs fuel your workouts. So that's the reason why I've brought up these different things like eating more vegetables, eating more bananas, eating more leafy greens, excuse me, that have carbohydrates, because, you know, unfortunately you're gonna have to eat a huge amount of this stuff daily, especially if you're trying to lift heavy. But if you want to if we want a lean, chiseled physique, that's not a skinny fat physique. That's a muscular physique. I'm not saying you gotta be muscled up, because I don't even want to be muscled up. Unfortunately, I put on more weight than I wanted to put on in this last little bulk that I did. But that's just because naturally I gain muscle very easily. It's not, you know, it's just not very difficult for me to gain muscle. I can eat small amounts and still put on an awful lot of muscle very quickly and increase my strength very easily. You know, that's, you know, what endomorphs are. You know, that's what it is. And so, you know, I stress to you, the weight on the bar needs to continue to go up, and you need to be weight training. You know, if I haven't been clear about that thus far, I want to be clear about it now. I don't think that you should be trying to go after this goal without weight training. It's especially if, like I said before, if you're trying to have a lean, chiseled physique. If you're just trying to be skinny fat, don't lift weights. But if you're trying to have a six-pack, you need to be doing resistance ab training. If you're trying to have a six-pack, you need to be doing high volume if you're not doing weighted core or abdominal resistance training. If you're trying to have a shapely chest, you need to be doing incline presses, flat bench, explosive chest, push-ups. You need to be doing these different things, dips. You need to be doing these things weighted, and the weight or the volume needs to continue going up. If you're a woman and you want to have a round bottom, but you're heavier right now, but when you lose all that weight, you want to have a muscular defined bottom. You have to squat, and the weight on the bar needs to continue going up, or the volume needs to continue going up. You're not gonna have that body that you see the fitness model or whoever have if you're not doing the weight training. The weight training has got to support your goals. As I said, if you want to be skinny fat when you lose weight, don't listen to this information. Do as you will. But if the goal is to not be skinny fat, weight on the bar goes up, and you're constantly lifting weights. I would say minimum 3 days a week. You could probably get by with 2 days a week lifting, but I would say minimum you need to be doing at least 3 days a week, I would think. Either full body workouts or lower, upper, lower, is what I would recommend. So lower body, upper body, lower body. Because I do believe that lifting in the legs is going to burn more calories, and if your goal is to burn more fat, you need to be doing your lower body key lifts, which are your deadlifts, front squats, back squats, Romanian deadlifts, sumo deadlifts, conventional deadlifts. You really need to be working on those powerlifting moves. And once you get better with those moves, and you train with someone that knows what they're doing, maybe you can start doing the clean and the jerk and different things like that. But I will wait to introduce those exercises after I build a nice foundation with the Romanian deadlifts, sumo deadlifts, conventional deadlifts, front squat, back squat. You got to be doing those. Those are the ones, especially if you're doing 10 reps, those are the ones that are going to get your heart rate up. Those are the ones that are going to burn a lot of calories, and those are the ones that are going to be the most rewarding as far as sculpting the lower body. Happy Monday.